What up, everyone? How we doing? Oh my goodness. The last race at Denver, the penultimate round, left another plot twist that ultimately saw the end result of the 2023 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship. And as some of you guys, and as some of you saw, oh man, Eli Tomac, who looked like he was en route to back titles, drops out because of a ruptured Achilles tendon. Oh, man. You know what? I cannot remember the last time we saw two back-to-back Supercross races that left major daggers in terms of the scope of the championship. I thought last week in Nashville with Cooper Webb crashing out was a stake to the heart. No, this one took the cake with Eli Tomac. Now, some of you guys are wondering, I've made it very clear that love him or hate him, Eli Tomac has to be respected. And you know what? I may be the one one of the people who's in the don't like him category, but I respect him. And, for him to possibly end his career like that, oh, man, I'd hate for him to end his career that way. But I think it's doubtful that we'll see him again in 2023. But, oh, man, as soon as I found that out on social media, my heart just totally sunk. And you know what? I thought that we saw something that a similar fate happened way back in 2001 when Mike Brown and Grant Langston were going for the 125 motocross championship. And it appeared to be Grant Langston's title. And what happens? His rear wheel fails with only 3 laps to go. And you guys can see that race on my channel. Mike Brown was the beneficiary of that, and he won the title. Unfortunately, his title defense was a total sham the next year. And Grant Langston would not see a motocross title until 2003. So, oh, man. I hadn't been heartbroken in back-to-back weeks in who knows how long. Because I thought it was bad when Aaron Plessinger blew it at Detroit. Like I said, this took the cake. And, I've been watching that so many times, and I didn't think it was anything until Eli Tomac ended up pulling out. Oh my goodness. I'm at a total loss for words now. This means that Chase Sexton can go into the final round of Salt Lake City with nothing to worry about because Eli Tomac is out. Cooper Webb is out. And now Chase Sexton is going to get that title that everyone was telling Chase to get before Jet Lawrence moves up to the 450 class for the summertime in the motocross championship. And I'll tell you this, let's be frank, okay? Tomac was up 18 points up until the last race at Denver. And barring a major disaster, Eli was not going to walk away as the loser. And that disaster happened. Can you believe it? But hey, you know what they say? It's sports. Anything can happen at any time. I mean, look at what happened when Ryan Villapoto didn't make the main event at Jacksonville in 2011. A lot of people thought that James Stewart was going to take advantage of that, and I think Villapoto thought that as well. And look what happened to Stewart. He crashed in the first turn and ended up with a back injury. And the guy who took advantage of that, Chad Reed. Who could forget that? And, but, oh man, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I do not want to be in the Yamaha tent right now, especially when you factor in the 250 class. Levi Kitchen looked like he was en route to winning his first ever race. Granted, he did win the Triple Crown at Anaheim too, but he didn't even win any of the races. So, you know, like I said, I would hate to be in the Yamaha camp right now, because for Levi Kitchen to kind of blow that, especially after RJ Hampshire came up short on the double. Whew. Like I said, I do not want to be in the Yamaha camp right now. And it's been a long time since we saw a championship come down like this, or be decided in this manner. Maybe since 2010, when Ryan Dungey won the title and Ryan Villopoto crashed out at St. Louis. Or perhaps 2012, when Chad Reed crashed himself out at Dallas and Villopoto romped his way to the 2012 championship, only to bust a knee in his home race at Seattle, and that was it for his year. He didn't line up for the Nationals. He didn't even line up until Anaheim won 2013. Still, oh my goodness, I feel like the bubble just totally burst. And you know what? For someone in Eli Tomac's circumstances, they could be back in 6 months. And I know that Cooksey, that of course, you know, his channel, Cooksey Media, he said that basketball players, it takes them a whole year. And I'll tell you this, with a ruptured Achilles tendon, as some of you guys know, or some of you may not know, I follow my local basketball team for 20 years, for over 20 years, 26 as a matter of fact, the Rainbow Warrior men's basketball team. Their point guard, Juan Munoz, went down on November 3rd due to a Achilles tendon injury of his own. And that was it for his year. And as a result, the University of Hawaii finished 5th place in the Big West, but they could certainly have used some extra help because their bench was infested with injuries as well. But, oh man. Eli, I hope you're healing up, man, because I cannot, like I said earlier, I cannot remember the last time we had back-to-back races that left a stake in the heart. Oh, geez. And, oh, boy. For Eli Tomac to end his career like this, that has to be similar to a fate. That has to be a similar fate to Ryan Villopoto when he had his career ended when he underwent another knee surgery after 2013 Supercross. And oh man. And that was pretty much the start of Team USA having so much trouble winning the Donations until last year when Redbud hosted it. So, for those of you who saw this coming, so leave a comment if you saw that coming, you know, with Eli Tomac going out with the ruptured Achilles tendon. Oh, man. I think for the second week in a row on the Rocky Mountain site, Tomac's injury threw everything out of proportion. Now with one race to go, this title is done. Chase Sexton, he can sit out and still win the title. Slip joint, I don't know what the heck you're saying. Oh, man. I can't even tell you how gutted I am for Eli Tomac. Like I said earlier, I thought it was terrible that Aaron Plessinger threw away Detroit. And no, and I thought it was a dagger when Cooper Webb crashed out last week at Nashville. No, this took the cake. I'm saying that right now. It's like how do you see this coming? How do you see this coming? You don't. And I don't think Eli Tomac is going to be ready for the Super Motocross series because there's just not enough time, really. So I thought I'd do a quick. So anyway, guys, I thought I'd do a quick live stream for the last Supercross race. So hey, leave your comments. My last video was a short on Eli Tomac's crash. I won't be uploading that video in full because I have a feeling it's going to be taken down. But the shorts video, that certainly won't be taken down. So anyway, guys, I'll see y'all soon. I might do a live stream for the Salt Lake City finale. We'll see y'all soon. But before we go, I want to say congratulations to Chase Sexton. You were my pick to win the Supercross title this year. And up until Denver, I thought it was a done deal. And people were saying to Chase Sexton, hey, you better get a title before Jet Lawrence moves up. I thought 2022 motocross was that title. And let's face it, 2022, Chase Sexton would certainly have won that title because when he started out around second or third and Eli Tomac was back around seventh or eighth, I didn't see any way that Tomac was going to catch Sexton. So, and all Chase had to do was just put in plenty of fast laps until the very end. But James Stewart probably hit the nail on the head when Chase Sexton took his eyes off the prize. And that was it. I mean, that was like David Villeman in 1998 when he threw away the 125 West title in Supercross to John Dowd because he had two crashes or one or two crashes in the 125 main. And I was pulling for Villeman to win that title too. So anyway, guys, I might do a live stream for the final round, like I said. So I'm not sure if it's going to be on TV. I think it might be. But hey, I'm pumped for you, Sexton. But I know you don't want to win a title that way. That's very disappointing. You don't want to win by default. And unfortunately, that's what we're going to have here. So anyway, guys, I will catch you later. See you later. See you soon. Now I'm jumping off here.